Hey guys, want to win a month of Xbox Live Game Pass? Well, all you gotta do is stay to the end of the video, find out more information. Have you ever played a game or seen a movie or television show and you're just like, man, I need to tell everybody I know about this? Because that has been me with this game a hat in time for the past, couple months now. I mean, if you follow me on Twitter, you know how vocal I am about my love of this game, and I talk about it all the time, so it probably annoys you, but that's just what this game did to me. It put a smile on my face from start to finish, and now we're finally getting to do a review of it. I'm super excited to begin. Full disclosure, I did get a free copy of this game on PC for reviewing purposes. However, one, that didn't affect my opinion of the review at all, and B, I did eventually buy a PS4 copy upon release. And the review you're seeing now, the gameplay, is going to be from the PS4 version, although I did also beat the game back on PC. But with that, no more talking, let's get right into the review. So, in this game, you play as the cute as heck Hat Girl. Basically what happens is, she's in her spaceship, she loses all her fuel, and you have to land on the planet down below to basically get all your fuel back. Their fuel are in the form of these things called time pieces, and you unlock them and get them just like you would in any platform or collectathon. You do missions, you do levels, you find them out in the open world, and all kinds of other cool, fun little bits and tricks and cool things along the way. It's a ton of fun. But the game lives and breathes charm. It's super cute, obviously, but it's also really funny. I wasn't expecting just the humor in this game to be so on point. The platforming mechanics and movement are absolutely perfection. Absolute perfect. I mean, the only other game that has, mechanics as good as this would be like Odyssey or something like that, but when an indie game made by just a couple people from Kickstarter, has, platforming mechanics that are as good as a full-fledged Nintendo platforming game, which this is clearly inspired by, you know that it did something really well. This game is definitely, heavily inspired by those old school, platforming, collectathon type games, Banjo, Mario, things like that, but it doesn't, stick to that formula to a T. It does a lot of things to shake up the formula and doesn't just rely on nostalgia to get, your money out of it. It does modernize quite a bit. There was a quote, from the developers, like, just because of the platform, it doesn't mean we have to excuse bad camera work and things like that. So they did really polish the game and really make it their own. It's not just a carbon copy of those other games from the past, and I like that. I like to see fresh takes on the genre. That's what we really need to see instead of games just being the exact same as other games from the past. We need to see more takes on it, and I really like that about this game. It does a lot of really unique things differently. Now, in addition to just the overall style, the music is also great. I wouldn't say the best score of the year or anything, but it is definitely memorable. There will be plenty of tracks that'll stick with you even after turning the game off, and I have most of them in my playlist of my gaming soundtrack playlist that I have. So trust me when I say the music in this game is quite great, and you'll be hearing quite a bit of it throughout this video here. Performance is another aspect where this game really shines. Runs at a solid 60 FPS across the PS4 version, and it's really easily ran on most PCs. It's a very well optimized game, even for running on Unreal 4, and it does look pretty dang good too. Not the best usage of Unreal 4 I've ever seen, but it does have a lot of polish, and everything looks definitely aesthetically pleasing, and the art style really carries it in this type of game. And honestly, nowhere is that more apparent than in the worlds, the many different worlds that you will go to throughout the game. There's a total of 4 of them, 4 major worlds. However, each world in itself has different smaller areas and, different themes throughout. So while, one world may start off being one way, by the end of it, or by, later on in the world, it might be completely different. Of course, no spoilers, I'm not going to be showing everything throughout this game. I'll leave some of that for you to figure out, but there is plenty of things like that. World might be sunny, then rainy, or snowy, and then, not snowy, or completely spooky, and then in a forest, and then in a mansion. There's plenty of that, and honestly, I was surprised by all the different themes and gameplay styles this game does tackle. it is kind of astonishing to see just the level of variety throughout this game. You're not doing the same thing for too long in this game like you would in some other platformers, which is definitely a good thing. And it's not, it's not in the same vein as, say, like Crash Bandicoot, where you're going from like vehicle sections to this and that and that. It's more thematic and more like the level themes than anything. I mean, there's, you'll go from a mystery whodunit on a train to a race against the clock to, to a typical scavenger hunt, and all sorts of other gameplay styles, to even a stealth horror section, which was actually pretty terrifying. Not gonna lie, I was surprised, genuinely surprised at how scary that level is. Like, it ain't got nothing on Resident Evil 7, okay? That is the scariest mission of 2017. I don't care what you have to say, you know what I'm talking about if you played this game. But moving on, there's plenty more to love about this game as well. All the different characters, the over-the-top conductor, the trickster type mustache girl who's always getting in the way and being mischievous. She's great. Of course, Hat Girl herself is phenomenal. But there's lots of other side characters you'll meet along the way that are pretty great. Even DJ Grooves, who I think would be like my least favorite character in this game, was still awesome. I mean, still great, just my least favorite, that's all. All the Mafia characters are super interesting too. Even the Mafia boss, they're all just super well done characters, and I gotta applaud them for a job well done. Of course, there's lots of great vocal performances as well, but if you do prefer the old school, no voice acted, style of platform, then you can do that. There's a badge that turns off the vocals and turns everything into mumbles, which I don't like that, so I just left the voice acting on. But that is an option for you if you want it. I did buy the badge because I wanted to get everything in the game, but I never used it. I never really had a need for it. I thought the voice acting in this game was definitely great. There's plenty of great voice actors and just VA talent in this game, so I was genuinely surprised. I mean, not a lot of platformers have good voice acting, so this definitely deserves a thumbs up from me, for doing that. So gotta applaud them for that. All in all, there's not much else I can really say without getting into full spoiler territory, and I don't want to do that. This game has a lot to experience, and I want you guys to be able to experience a lot of that for yourself fresh if you do decide to play this game. But what I do want you to take away from this review is that this game is fun. It's fun, it's just a great experience, and I really enjoyed every moment of my 2 playthroughs with this game, both on PC and PS4. I do think it is genuinely worth your time and your money. It's $30 on the consoles right now and on PC, and it's on every console except for the Switch right now, but who knows, maybe in the future. I definitely hope it gets a Switch release. This game would do great on there, but it is definitely a great game, and it's not like Ukulele in the sense where just doing everything old school and just bringing it into the current year. It does do a lot of things different, and lets you just kind of play in lots of different ways. You can even customize Hat Kid with different hats, and give her different abilities and different cosmetic updates and color changes and stuff. And there's a lot to do in this game, and it does a lot to mix things up and break the mold of traditional platforming collectathons. I do think it's genuinely worth your time and your money. So please, if you haven't already, please just play this game. It is fantastic, and I think the studio behind it, Gears for Breakfast, deserves all the love that they can get for this, especially just for the amount of polish they put into this game. I'm not going to talk too much about this anymore just because I want you guys to be able to go and experience this for yourself. However, I do have to give it a final rating, and no surprise, this game is getting a 10 out of 10 from me. I know, but trust me, it really is. There's not a lot of games that I can truly give 10 out of 10 to. I know that it may seem like, man, he gives 10 out of 10 to a lot of games, but the only reason I do, it seems like I do, is because I honestly only review a lot of games that I'm super passionate about. So while yeah, in theory I have given 10 out of 10s to quite a few games, those are legitimately like some of my favorite games of all time, and this game easily makes its way onto my top 10 list this year, and of all time. Honestly, this is one of my favorite games of all time, and I genuinely hope you guys give it a chance. It's cheap, it's fun, So please, support this game. We need more games like this. Just with the pure passion and love that went into making this game, I gotta give them so much credit for this. Well, that's going to be about it for me today. Let me know down below in the comment section if you have played Hat in Time. If not, are you going to give it a shot? I genuinely hope you do. But again, just let me know in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay classy. Oh man, wasn't that a great video, guys? I mean, he's just so well-spoken and handsome, and oh man. Yeah. But hey, you guys are here for the Game Pass giveaway. And I'll tell you guys how to enter right now. So all you gotta do is subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment down below with the hashtag FizzGiveaway with the reason why you want to win this 1 month of Game Pass. And the winner will be chosen... Birds? So annoying. The winner will be chosen next week. So just go ahead, comment down below. It's gonna be completely random, so the only way to enter though is to be a subscriber and to have liked the video though. So please do those things and you'll enter for your chance to win the Game Pass. But I'll see you guys all in a week. We'll be giving this thing away. I'm excited. I don't need it, so figured I'd give it away to you guys. But stay classy then, and I'll see you guys next week.